Hey guys, Sinborn here. Figured I'd do a end of the first day league update on the build. I did end up going animate weapon. I did decide to use the new Spellslinger skill with Bladefall because it just kind of pretty simple. Power Siphon gives Culling Strike, and you can do Curse on hit with the Power Siphon. It gives a bunch of projectiles, so coverage is easy. And the it works obviously with Spellslinger, so you kind of just do this to curse on a hit, and eventually I'll, depending on how I build the character, I still actually don't know. It'll either have elemental damage on it to do elemental equilibrium, or it might go pure physical because I found a pretty cool cluster. I am doing like a team self-found, so it's not going to be like everything that's available. It's just going to be what I can find and what my buddy can find, which is two people. So team self-found or team group team found. I don't know whatever it's called. But I did find this this large cluster here. It has rotting claws, and it gives the minions 20% chance to impale. I don't know how good impale is with minions, but right now path of building is down, and because GGG loves to not provide any information to their players without using third-party tools, there's no way to know how good it is besides, I guess, doing testing on like a character that or like a target that I can kind of like time with like a stopwatch or something stupid to try to like gauge DPS. But basically, I don't know how good impale is for minions, but this seems cool. Every node also gives 10% minion damage, so it's actually pretty good. As far as League 1 finds, cool finds, I found the 6 link that has a good amount of life and energy shield. That kind of buffers the life a little bit. The rest of the gear is not anything too amazing. These gloves are actually terrible. Wands are going to be rough to craft for a while. Rings are okay. Amulet's pretty decent for stats. Shields is just life and a little bit of resistances. And then movement speed and no life, actually. So yeah, overall the character's actually doing pretty good. And my weapon's only level 18 right now. It's doing okay. It killed Lab just fine. Merciless Lab, it killed it within a couple seconds, so that's pretty good. Feels pretty decent mapping. Survivability on anime weapon is pretty bad. They don't have much life at all. Like I was mentioning on my first video the other day, I was thinking about taking these and these for survivability. It might need it. Yeah, these actually might not be good enough, but this cluster here will be good. For the I don't know if I go. Maybe I go all 4. I don't know. All I know is they're dying a ton, like a ton. Delirium just fucking shreds them. You can have 13 up and then just straight back down to 1 or 0. So that kind of sucks. So survivability is kind of a big deal. I don't know if they have enough health to really survive. It'd be a shame if you had to put like minion health, but they just, they last super long, but they just die super fast. I do have leech. They still just die. Yeah, so I don't know. I've got to get a jewel socket here, and overall the character is basically going exactly what I said I was going to do the other day. Besides, once I'm able to anoint this or this, then I would drop down and kind of respec a little bit. This would save the most points, but double opal essence green, I don't know how easy that's going to be to farm, but that's a silver, so this will probably be easier. Well, should be really easy unless I get lucky, I guess. And I still could do Mind Over Matter, Wicked Ward if I get a right helm for the Devouring Diadem. If it's actually still even worth running, I don't know if it will be. Probably not. But I would like to be able to anoint this and then drop all of this. Gives you 6 points. That'll take care of all of this. Right now I'm only level 74. 74, right, 75. Just hit 75. First day of the league. Not bad. I haven't really focused that much on like crafting gear. I kind of was just getting levels. But looking at my gloves, those are pretty bad. I have a little bit of currency. Again, doing like a group self-found type deal. Or just kind of using the guild stash to just kind of govern, you know, what we're able to use. The first like couple stash tabs, basically, I just have it as officer only, and he and I are the only officers. So yeah, that'll be good. But yeah, as far as how I like the league, in the first hour or so, the servers were pretty shit, right? They just said that they underestimated how many servers they would need, and that ended up causing some bad server stability. Like, we had to do Mervale 3 times because every time we would either kill her or get close to killing her, the server would go down. Couple different times of waiting like 10 minutes or so in the queue, just because of the server instability. So overall, not an amazing start. Probably their worst league start as far as like stability is concerned in the past couple leagues. But they did rectify it fairly quickly, and in the past, like, I don't know, I would say that server instability only lasted about 2 to 3 hours, I would say, maybe a little bit less. And then I noticed nothing, no issues at all, so that was good. No game crashes. Fog doesn't really seem to be messing with the FPS that much. Maybe 3 FPS higher than like the actual standard stuff. I don't know. It's not that bad. And as far as like being able to see things, yeah, I mean, they did gray on gray on gray again. I don't know why they don't learn their lessons. Like, they could easily put like indicators to like, I don't know, even if they like the things that there's like things that like chase you, kind of like mini volatiles. Those are gray on gray, so those are pretty hard to see. There's also like things that there's like pods that you run over, and they either spawn monsters or spawn those things that kill you. So if you run over a thing, they're like little pustules on the ground, like white things you can run over, and half the people don't even know. But you could like run over the little, like, I don't know, they're like white things. You'll see them when you do the thing, the Delirium. So yeah, I don't know. Spawning those has the potential of just killing you right straight out. Like, this character, I've fucking like 17 deaths 15 times. A lot of them were all just complete one-shots. Being fairly deep in the mist or whatever, or the fog. The thing that I don't like is, like, there's really no indicator of how deep I am. So it's like, if I'm running and I kill some packs and the minions are killing the thing, so I can't really gauge how fast they're being killed. All of a sudden, I just get destroyed out of nowhere, or the monsters start getting super tanky. But most of the stuff, it seems like it's on kills that I've died to. There's like one guy that, like, he dies and then he just starts like spraying shit, and then of course there's like poppers, and then there's the spikers. So there's like multiple on-kill deaths. I did like a vol side area, which, by the way, the vol side areas, these little things you do with these fragments, you just throw one in the map device, extremely rewarding. Probably more than anything. They're always rare. They almost always have like a thing corrupt. Everything that is in there, actually, I think almost all of them have chance for corrupted items as they drop. So like, that's how I got the 6 link. That's how I got a buddy 6 link. The thing was fucking ridiculous. I actually might be able to show it. Just a random ass chest piece that dropped. Yeah, this thing. This thing is retarded for him. He's doing a Toxic Rain build. And he just used Verici to color 1 blue and got 5 green, which is good enough. He wants 2 blue, 4 green, but we got to get a bit more currency before we start doing that, because it's 4 vols, 4 chromes every time, so the vols would go away super quick. I've only got 10. I tried it once, so I would have had 14 by the end of today rather. So you can only have a couple attempts to get the colors you need, but it should be pretty easy here. 2 blue on that chest shouldn't be that hard at all. Should be, I don't know, not bad. Breachy would tell us exactly. But it's only 2 off color. But anyways, so that's a super cool thing. So yeah, 2 6-link chest pieces. His is obviously much better, but I couldn't get the colors on that if I wanted to. I'm not using the colors I want on this chest piece, but if I re-roll it, I'll lose too many red. because I do want to use Melee Splash and Melee Fizz, but I'm using Pulverize and Ruthless, trying to see like how good the clear can be AoE wise, because with Pulverize I get AoE, and then there's an AoE cluster here. So I don't know. I figured why not try it. They seem like they clear pretty good. Still working on it. They seem balanced actually. Like they don't seem overpowered and they don't seem too underpowered. Maybe a little bit on their health, survivability. I'm hoping with gem levels, for the survivability improves, and yeah, otherwise I don't know. They die super fast, and I'm gonna have to get survivability on the tree, more survivability on the tree. But I will say it's clearing everything just fine. It's killing bosses just fine. It did it did Merciless Lab without an issue. I haven't done that many maps, but I did do a lot of the Vol side areas. I've probably done about 10 maps or so. And then the Vol side areas, I did like probably 15 or 20. They are rippy. They are fucking really rippy. They're corrupted side areas that have like 8 mods every time. Now they range from level 69 to 72, I think. Maybe 71, but I think it's 72. But yeah, super rewarding. They give you lots of good stuff. And just remember, you can change corrupted items by just using your bench. You just use basically whatever the currency is. If you're using chromes or even sockets, it's gonna you have to match that with vols, so it can be pretty pricey and maybe not worth it depending on what the item is. But yeah, so overall, I'm enjoying the league. The Delirium is cool because it does have this like urgency for clear speed, I guess, and it also has the risk reward. Well, I don't really see a risk. Because if you die, like if you go super far into the fog and you have like 5 of the rewards or whatever, if you die, you don't lose those. You just can't go any further. So there's really not a ton of risk. The maps, from what I understand, don't have any kind of timer or anything. You just can do the map at your own leisure. You just takes portals. As long as you don't go through all your portals, you'd be fine to clear it. Oh, another thing they did. I hope this is a typo, but in the video that they showed the simulacrum pieces, it was a stack of 75 and a stack of 25. He drag and dropped them and it made a simulacrum map fragment or map piece. Well, for some reason it's reading 5 out of 300, and it's not only in the stack size, it's also in the actual like combined 300, the flavor or instructional text. So they changed it to 300 fragments instead of 100, which is kind of weird. I've gotten 5 total in all of that I've played, and I did the the Delirium in every single leveling area, every single zone. I got 5 plus all the mapping and the Vol fragments, which they can't spawn it, so those don't count. But the mapping, 10 maps. I don't know. But even if that's the case, if you had to run 10 maps, you get 5 fragments. That's a lot of maps. That's too many maps. So that kind of sucks. But maybe it's super rewarding and it needs to be that rare. I don't know. From what I understand, it's like it's not even like a boss fight necessarily. It's like waves of monsters. So I don't know. I don't even know what this is gonna be. But we'll see. Yeah, okay, nothing else. The large clusters, they drop at a decent point. Like, they're not bad at all. They seem to drop pretty well. That's cool. And I actually got I think 2 minion ones, 2 minion large clusters, or maybe just 1. Yeah, I guess just 1. This one's pretty good too. This one gives basically 28, 20 or 31 chaos res. I don't know, so maybe it's 28 chaos res for 2 points, and then it also gives you regeneration for life, energy shield, and mana. Maybe I'm just like thinking this is like new or something, but like regenerate mana on. Well, I guess I can just search for it on here. There's not really anything that regenerates mana, right? There's like percentage, right? Yeah, increased percentage regeneration, but there's no like percentage of your total mana regenerated on the skill tree. I don't think. I think it's all percentage rate. This looks like this is worded to scale it 3% of mana per second, so 3% of 1040. That's a lot of flat. So for 2 points, I think I might end up using this for my my ending jewel. It's like a pure defensive thing, but honestly, this league needs it. Chaos Res is gonna be needed. I'm guessing that's what this stuff is. This stuff like rips damage. It's pretty rippy. Like right now, I've got negative 39, but I am capped. But it does so much damage. I don't know. It is fun though. But yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next stream that I do. It might be tomorrow. I'm not sure. I might have a bowling league, but I'm not sure if they're going to cancel it because of this COVID thing. But you know, we'll see. Hopefully they don't cancel it, and if not, then I won't be streaming probably because I'll be home at like 10, work at 12, so it doesn't really make sense. But potentially Sunday night after our D&D stream, and hope to see you all then. Twitch.tv/CPG Sinborn, and also make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and like hit the bell thing, and do all the stuff that YouTube tells you to, because you know they're the rulers of all.